Late tonight, we also learned that the National Republican Party has agreed to pay more than $1.5 million in legal bills for former President Donald Trump, specifically for his defense against New York State investigations into alleged tax fraud, bank fraud, and insurance fraud at his real estate business. These alleged crimes have absolutely nothing to do with him being a Republican. These alleged crimes have nothing to do with his time as president. They're about conduct that allegedly occurred before he was a public official of any kind. These alleged crimes obviously have nothing to do with the mission of the Republican Party. He is not an employee of the Republican Party. He is not a Republican nominee for any office. He is not even a Republican candidate for anything. Nevertheless, the Republican Party is paying his legal bills for his, business entanglements. I will also note for the record that he's supposedly also a billionaire who would be better placed than any of us to be able to afford his own lawyers. He's also sitting on more than $100 million in cash that he's raised for his PAC, money that he's raised since he lost his re-election bid. Any amount of that $100 million plus, he is welcome and free to spend on his legal bills, or on his personal travel, or on hairspray, or renting bumper cars by the hour, or any other thing that he wants. I mean, he could spend that money on the legal defense of people who were arrested for their role in the January 6th attacks, maybe. He hasn't been doing anything like that. He's not spending that money even on his own legal fees. Instead, the National Republican Party is paying the bills of the lawyers that he is using to defend himself from allegations that he's been inflating and deflating the value of various real estate properties in order to allegedly cheat on his taxes, cheat insurance companies, et cetera, et cetera. It's nice work if you can get it. Do you remember ahead of the Republican National Convention in 2020, when the Republican Party announced that they just weren't going to have a platform that year? They weren't going to have a policy platform for the election for the first time ever in the history of the party. They abolished the party platform in 2020 in favor of a statement that just said, Republicans support everything Donald Trump does and thinks. Well, now that he's a private citizen, they're spending Republican Party donors' money on paying the legal fees for his shady real estate company. Wow. Party of Lincoln, my friends. Party of Lincoln. Interesting how you're evolving.